So welcome back, guys, to our basic class. So we'll be talking about what is lot size in this class. Now, lot size is just a contract amount that is used to represent a unit of currency. And majorly, we have four types of lot size, but we're going to be talking about the major two, which is the macro, mini, and the standard lot size. Okay, so the lot size is actually measured in terms of contract. So um, we have our smallest lot size, which starts from the 0.01, which is our mini lot size, our macro lot size, and the lowest amount you need to trade it is about $1,000. And we have 0.02, 0.03, 0.04, all the way to 0.09. That what makes up our lot sizing. And for every 0.01, you make about 10 cents. Okay, for 0.02 you make 20 cents, up to 0.09 you make 90 cents. Starting from the macro lot size ends at 0.09, so starting from 0.1, that is where our mini lot size starts, and you'll be needing $10,000 as your minimum amount to trade your 0.0 your 0.1 lots. And for each pip moved, you'll be making 100 cents, which is $1. So 0.02 will give you 0.2 will give you $2, 0.3 will give you $3, up to 0.9, which will give you $9. So starting from the one lot size, that is where our standard lot size starts from. And for one, you'll be needing a minimum of 100,000. That is the contract amount. And for one lot size, for one pick move, you make $10. So depending on the lot size you take, that one now determines how much you make in the market. So for instance, right, I'm going to take so for the amount of money you make in the market is a function of your lot size and your pip count. So I'll take this trade for instance, US 30. I'm going to start with the lowest lot size, which is 0.01. Okay, and I'm going to buy. Now, my take profit is going to be above this high. Now, my take profit is about 50 pips because it's 0.01. I'm making about 58 pips. I'm making just $5.8. All right. So the pip with your lot size determine how much you make or lose in the market. So the same thing, my stop loss will now be here, and this is about 26.9 pips, which is now 2.6 pips. Now, if I was to join this same market, okay, with a bigger lot size, let's say, so what I just did was the macro lot size. Let's use the lowest mini lot size, which is 0.1. So what this simply means, for the same lot size, all right, I'll be losing my stop loss, which is 26 pips. I'll be losing about what, $26. Okay, this is 25 now. I'll be losing $25 because my stop loss is what, 25, and my take profit is about, same take profit is about 57.8 pips, which is now give us $57.8 as my take profit. That is how the lot sizing works. The same thing is applicable if I take one lot size. It means I'm risking $250 to make $500. So it's important you understand the relationship between the lot sizing and the pips as a beginner trader, because that what determines how much you make in the market. And it's also important to note that you have to match your account size to your lot size. So if your money is less than $100, I recommend if your money is within $1,000, you trade 0.01. Okay, that is just money management rules. Okay, well, but as time progresses, we're going to talk about money management class, and you have better understanding of that. Okay, so that's how the lot sizing works. And Next, we're just going to talk about leverage. Leveraging is, we recall when we're opening a demo account at the beginning, we had a leverage. We're asked to pick a leverage. So leverage is just a multiplier effect. All right, because the money you have is not enough to trade in the forex market because it is very liquid. All right, and remember I mentioned that for each lot size, there's a minimum contract amount needed to trade the accounts, even as low as the macro account. The lowest amount is 0.01. So it's because of leverage that you can actually fund your account with $100 and be able to trade. So the leverage is now a multiplier effect. So if you take 1:100, it means your account will now be multiplied by that amount. If you take 1:1000, if it's $100, it means you have $100 multiplied by 1000, which is $100,000. That's what now that's the power the leverage gives to you. But remember, the leverage is a two-edged sword, because the more leverage you have, the more risk you will likely take, and the lower your leverage, less risk you will take. So it's important that when taking, once selecting your account, take a lower leverage, unless your account is very small. But as your account grows, the more money you have, the less leverage you should take. And margin is just when you're opening a position, the minimum amount you should have before you can take a new trade. That is what your margin is. And remember, it's calculated based on the subtraction between your equity and your balance. That is what your margin will be before you can take the next trade. Although the more money you have, the less margin you will have. So the more margin you will have. So if you have a low account, you might actually not have, if you've taken some position, you might actually not have enough money to enter a new trade. All right, so with this, we're going to end this section and see you guys in the next class. We'll be talking about the types of forex orders.